how was that my fault that we lost? When like I have
You,
2 hours
really
on
want to know?
Widow. Like I
You
was on
really don't know.
Widow. I get it. I was on Widow. Widow's not even that bad of a
No, that's
character.
that's not the problem. No, that's not the problem.
All right.
The
Then what's
problem
the
is that you
problem?
were on DPS all game with the least amount of damage on the team. I'm a tank with more damage. See what I'm saying? So like typically in Marvel Rivals, how I like to play it, bro, is if I'm tank, I'm going to tank. And what that means essentially is I'm going to play front line and I'm going to tank damage. Therefore, I was tanking damage enough for me to die a bunch of times. The reason why I died is because none of the enemies were dying. I can't get kills or do more damage or get more kills if I'm dead, right? So typically that means that either both the DPS are doing something wrong or one of the DPS are doing something wrong because supports can't do damage.
Mm, okay.
So
All
as
right.
a
All right.
tank, I had 5,000 more damage than you just about.
All right. Are you ready for my counter rebuttal?
That was the problem.
Are you ready for my rebuttal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would understand you having more damage if I was playing someone like Magic or like Daredevil. I was playing Black Widow, a sniper character. I was still getting picks, and I may have had less damage, but I was still killing the enemy team. I had the most final hits on the team. If you were gonna come for anyone, you should have went for the other DPS. He may have had more damage, but he's just feeding support ults because he had 4 finals on Magic and Namor. When I'm the one getting the picks and
That's
stalling
valid.
point
That's
peeling
valid.
for our supports. Speaking of
Yeah,
our
that's valid.
supports, they had a combined total of 7 deaths. With me being dove by the DD, they weren't getting dove as much as me, and I still died less than them. And they were patty caking. They were on Rocket. They were on Rocket and White Fox. You can't tell me that's not a bad support count. He walked out on Jeff,
Yeah,
and
I don't know what our supports were doing, but look, I don't think it was your fault necessarily. But what I mean by that is that because you have the lowest damage, that means that I can't kill anybody as tank because you're playing a character that's a pick character. So when you pick people off, you're only picking that person off. It doesn't help the rest of the team get picks. So what that means is that if the other DPS is trash, no one else on the team is gonna die. You're reloading your gun, no one else on the team, like on the enemy team, dies. The rest of the enemy team still alive. Thing died 5 times that game. He was always in backline or killing me.
okay.
So I don't think it was your fault. I think you were playing good for a Black Widow, right? But the problem with that character essentially is because she doesn't do enough damage overall time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get picks, you can get kills, and that's good. But when it comes to like losing like that, unless you're able to like do a continuous amount of damage, like they had Punisher, right? So that's pretty simple. You use your AR, you sit there and you hold your button down. He has more bullets than you do. You get like 5 shots. Once you shoot all the 5 shots, you're reloading for like a second. And during that second, they're still shooting. That's what I
Hmm.
mean in like relevance of us losing. But honestly, regardless of what you were playing, we were going to have to lose that game anyway. I didn't get heals at all. That's how I died 11 times.
I
I'm in
also wasn't
front
getting
line. I
healed.
wasn't getting healed.
Our supports were terrible, and we had Rain on our team.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just shocked at how the whole team was coming after me, and then I open up the leaderboard, and I see Rain getting off scot free. That's what was making me mad. He didn't say a word. He didn't say a word, and he got off scot free. That's why I was like, how is he doing
it's
this?
it's simply because you had the least amount of damage on the team, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see finals, but like, I mean, that dude did only have 4 finals as DPS. He was on DPS all game. But like, typically when somebody insta-locks DPS, I feel like in this game they should be able to put up at least 20,000 damage or above when you're in DPS. Like if you're in DPS the whole game, like that should be like the minimal amount that you want to have by the end of the game. Like the difference between the Punisher and your damage, this dude had 25,000 damage, right? So you
Hmm.
and Namor's damage barely goes over his damage.
Yeah.
So they had a better combined damage, which was enough for like all my damage block. Basically, he did all the damage for damage block that I had. That's the only reason. And you're tough. That's why, bro. I just had to.
Okay.
But not your good game. You know what I'm
I
saying? We
just
just
I
lost
just
that
needed to
game.
see how Rain got off scot free. I was actually dumbfounded how our supports and Rain got off scot free.
I mean, yeah, honestly, they were trash. But if you were playing a better character, you probably would have the most numbers in the lobby.
Well, yeah, definitely. If
To be
I
fair with
took
you,
Magic from Rain, I would have been carrying.
yeah. I
But
don't
he
even
took
know why he
Magic,
kept
and
going
I just went
Magic
Black
because I
Widow.
did not see him at all that game.
He was in Spawn most of the game. I actually don't know where he was. I actually don't know how he got 9 deaths.
I don't know what he was doing the whole game, bro. All I know is that I was up there, bro. I was trying my thing as a tank, but yeah, dog, bro. That's your reason, bro. So enjoy your
All right.
ranked games, bro. Enjoy them, Johns.
Yeah, you too.
I'll try, bro.
Yeah, that's enough rivals. Nah, that's enough rivals.